Well, this is Interstellar Radio. Today's date is July 5th, 2020. They have Retro on the line. Greetings.
Greetings, everyone.
Whoa. All right, how's it going?
Not too bad around here. They're just starting to shut things down again. They're next to COVID, so. But you had to expect that.
Yeah. Yeah, the cases here are now we're in the top 3 for Florida. So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So, all right. Whenever you're ready, we'll dive right in.
Yep. So you said you've been having dreams or feeling about dreams, right?
Yeah, just the word dreams and a subject matter, dreams.
Hmm.
So, whatever you feel on that.
Yes, the dreams is getting more information into this world. It's kind of a portal. Um, there has been a portal in the past week, so kind of ending out now that I'm feeling there's a portal that bringing particular information in. Um, I'm feeling like Venus and solar energy connected to it. Uh, feminine and masculine, but mostly feminine.
Mm-hmm.
But dreams are kind of the way of getting more information, uh, inspiration. Dreams alter the conscious, the way they downloads. Dreams kind of act as like a muse in a sense. So it can kind of present information, new perspectives. It can kind of take your curiosity. The dream is striking enough. So
Mm-hmm.
of course, there's more dreams coming out here for kind of guiding in a way. It's like a guiding force.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of negative there or harmful presences that are leaving this earth right now. There's lots of preparation to change. Of course, it's a slower preference. It's a slower process, but they're getting information from dreams. Sort of a self-reflection, um, but also some artistic inspiration from dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you do not subconsciously or consciously remember it, you still have conscious recollection from the dream. There's still information is still there. You may forget that you had a dream, but you remember the dream later when you stumble across an idea in your head. Um, so you're kind of recalling that dream later, even though you may not have thought about it in a long time, but you still have a good memory of it.
Mm-hmm.
So these dreams act as a kind of download, especially as there's a breakdown of the third dimension. Or third dimensional structures. So, yes. In a dream of how to create something, or a dream of it, like an internal dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
But there is sort of the gentle force and thing. There's like a gentle energy coming in, feminine.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I do see it feels like the new Venus connections there, but there's also I'm also seeing. Let me see. Hold on, I think it's an alien race. I forgot the name. Andromedan, that's the word, feeling.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like Andromedan presences on the
Mm-hmm.
surface now, kind of assisting us with dreams. Um,
Yeah. Mm. I think more people start to interpret it interpret their dream world more as we go into this new phase.
You're going to have more private reflection on the dreams. You'll have more dream interpretation. You'll have more interest in psychology of the mind. You might have dreams that are influencing your own dialectics, your internal dialogue in a way. It'll be a reflective process, but eventually these dreams can also convey new inventions or new artistic concepts, new archetypes. Or archetypes that are already here, but they may be refreshed or reimagined in a way, made personal.
So as more of the fourth dimension comes through, the more of the
Yes, it is a
dream
fourth
world
dimensional energy. Yeah.
more dreams will come through, more astral knowledge.
Yes. I'm also seeing there's something calming some of the nightmares that are coming.
It's like a release. Yeah.
I'm seeing like there's like a gentle energy that's kind of alleviating. I feel like some people have been having vivid nightmares, and it's kind of calming that energy as well. It's kind of making things. It's a very gentle energy. You're trying to that's trying to kind of not to eliminate nightmares, to make them more relatable, more healing in a way. To bring the intended message across. So yeah, it's just kind of a gentle energy. And there's going to be more portals across. Again, I think it feels Andromedan at the moment, Andromedan and Venusian, but I do see Arcturian potentially.
Meaning they influence our dreams, or how does that work exactly? Sure.
It's not a direct influence. It's more of a broad impact. It's more of an energy. It changes the grid. It's a very broad and indirect kind of impact or change. Some people may react to it differently than others, so you can't always say how it impacted. But the most impact I'm seeing, yes, more dreams, but more inspirational and less nightmarish in a way. It may pose questions that may be memorable. And you said something about Mount Rushmore and Statue of Liberty, right? Something related to dreams?
Yeah, what's going on with those places, yeah.
Can you elaborate on Mount Rushmore?
Well, yeah, because they want to tear it down. At least,
they do?
The militias, yeah.
Oh, which militia?
I don't know, whoever gets to it first. So I think that's how it works. Yeah, I think they want to dismantle it. The Statue of Liberty hasn't come up, but I believe that was the wording overall.
With Native Americans, it seems like.
I don't think it was more militias that want to take it down, though. It might be. I don't think it's Native Americans that want to do that. Well, yeah, I guess they would, but I don't think they're the ones that are.
Yeah, I'm just kind of doing research right now.
No.
So what's going on there?
Yeah, just whatever you.
I feel like it's actually part of the genetics is within people who are on the the mountain, not Rushmore. It's sort of even their part of their genetics is in there as well. Like their energy is in there. And some of them are kind of planning to leave. Most of them have left all but one, I would say. The energy there is fairly quiet and peaceful, fairly low energy. There's not much life there that was there before.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the statues themselves, the carvings themselves, are still kind of lifeless. Like, it feels like there's less weight to them.
Mm-hmm.
Like the energy that had been there has now departed.
Mm.
All but one. I do feel there's alien energies in there too, but
Mm-hmm.
it's just more of a cloaking. Um, I can't. What's up, this?
So when the energy leaves it, it's kind of like its purpose has come to an end.
Yeah, like it feels kind of like made like an astral. It feels like it made not of the real stone, but of those top boulders you see in theater sets. Theater sets. That's what it feels like. It's like made of the top boulders in astral.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like internally made of foam. There's nothing really there.
Mm-hmm.
I do see it kind of wishing to go back to its original form. The mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's calling back to its original. Like even though the mountain can never be as big as it once was, or as natural as it once was, you could see definitely if the spaces are torn down. You can see kind of the mountain reclaim itself. So in a way, there's energy that's leaving or preparing to leave, and energy that wants to come back to Mount Rushmore at the moment.
Yeah, because some of the Native Americans on Mount Rushmore.
I'm hearing like new legacy,
Yeah.
um, new legacy. I'm feeling like these people are our past, but now it's time for like a different legacy, it's different history, different timeline, different directed than anyone we had before. So eventually it'll become more like just a hill, kind of forgotten. That's kind of the way it's intended to go. It'll be sacred to two people who live there, who work around there, but it'll be largely forgotten by most people.
Yeah.
Even now,
Apparently. Yeah.
even now it's kind of forgotten. So
Yeah, that's true. Even the sculptor of it, the guy that sculpted it, he was part of the KKK, I guess.
yeah,
So not a surprise there.
exactly.
So yeah.
It's just kind of
So
a testament to an old way of thinking or an old way of life, patriarchal.
one day it might be taken down. Maybe in our
Yeah,
lifetime. It's crazy. What about
or
the
it may
yeah?
just kind of, tumble on its own accord as well.
Mm-hmm,
That's
that's
also
true.
likely. Yeah,
It can't fall apart on its own. That's for sure. Yep.
yeah.
Um, what about the Statue of Liberty?
Statue of Liberty. One moment. Hmm. I don't see the Statue of Liberty actually leaving,
Mm-hmm.
as you said. Um, I'm feeling like the energy of the young woman.
Mm-hmm.
So the energy at the Statue of Liberty might change. So I'm feeling like a young woman's energy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, hold on one moment. Yeah, there's kind of a dichotomy of the young and the old in there, and it's changing. You know, the old energy is coming out. It's leading. It's kind of going to it's the identity of the Statue of Liberty. The idea behind it is going to change in a way. It'll go back to a younger version of itself.
Hmm.
It'll be less of the. I'll say it feels like it's going to be like appropriated differently than it has been.
Mm-hmm.
Like the symbols of it. It's going to be less of a hegemonic American thing and more of liberating energy.
So it's not going to be going anywhere anytime soon, right? Just yet.
Not just yet, no, but it feels like the energy that is going to change. Um, or the energy's been there. It just it's going to come out in a different way now. It's just kind of
Mm-hmm.
it's the new age. That's what I'm feeling.
Hmm.
I do see timelines where the actual statue itself may be replaced with a different different pose or different.
Hmm.
It'll be the same kind of figure, the same style, but maybe
Mm-hmm.
just changed. It
Hmm.
may be a younger woman. It may be replaced with a statue or something different. You could see a statue with like an immigrant woman in one reality. Um,
And it has Babylonian connections, doesn't it? Or what is your feeling on it?
one moment. I actually see the crown as kind of like a spaceship. That's what I'm
Hmm.
feeling.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of strangely enough. Um, so yes, there are some definitely ancient alien elements there. Like the crown itself is the number of spokes on the crown itself is somewhat significant, but I'm not sure why. But it feels significant. How many crowns are?
All right.
There's 7 spikes in the crown. That's about right. The Pleiades. The Seven Sisters.
Yeah. Oh,
So
okay.
it is kind of the there is some thought that like the Anunnaki, especially the ones connected to Babylon, are connected to the Pleiades.
Mm-hmm.
So it is like 7 spikes, 7 spikes around the crown, 7 sisters, 7 stars around like a spaceship or UFO, the crown itself. So yes, it does have kind of a broadly hegemonic sort of Babylonian slash um Anunnaki energy to it, but as I said, it seems like it's going to change in a way. You'll still see the same woman, the same feminine energy of it, the same welcoming message of it, but you may see the crown removed or changed in a way. You may see no crown. Like I see a version of the Statue of Liberty without a crown,
Hmm.
a more human Statue of Liberty, so to speak. One that's more representative of the humans on Earth, or the humans of America.
Yes.
So I see more like an identity change in a sort.
Yeah, that's fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah. About the the chop, the
Oh
Chaz,
yeah, Chaz
yeah,
and Chop. Yeah.
her militias in Seattle, and I guess Gettysburg's another one.
One moment. I think it's kind of to show people what's possible. Again,
Yeah.
it did end. It did have a lot of stigma around it, a lot of violence in the news around it. Some of it was not. Uh, some of it is not actually violence within the zone itself, but around it. But there is a lot of stigma around it. At the same time, there's people who are going to learn about it. It's going to be part of our history, especially part of the history of Seattle. Just like they had the Paris Commune is the history of Paris. So it's going to be kind of in a way, uh, even though it did not last, it's going to get people ideas. What is possible. What people are going to learn from it. What was it? Why is it here? Um, why would people come out to do that? So it's kind of to show people what's possible. It's more of what I'm feeling. The Earth is just now in a period of time where it's more. You're going to see more building up than taking down of the old structures. So you're going to see building up of the new. It's kind of engaging with possibilities. Um,
Yeah. Mm.
there is still some things that need to be taken down and addressed, but for the large part I'm seeing, there's a lot more potentially new energy coming through. Um, there's a lot more newness, and just part of it. It's just part of the wave of like the new energy, the new possibilities. So of course, the media does not want to have these new possibilities being addressed. In the media and the establishment, those in control, they want to keep things the way they are. Um, but the autonomous region, or the autonomous zone in Capitol Hill is almost like an experiment in a way.
Yeah.
It's just kind of to get things visceral, a very visceral form of experimentation. It's not. It seems like an idea that would be stuck in the 19th century. That is kind of more of a 20th century idea now. It's
Mm.
a 20th century thing, or
Mm.
21st century. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
21st century. Yeah. Um, did you have any other questions about it?
Yeah, I think more of that's going to go throughout the country, or what is it? These type of groups, or just in certain areas.
Um, I'm thinking like Pittsburgh or Pennsylvania might happen there. I think there's going to be like like an industrial area, but like in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Pennsylvania has Illuminati energy is just crazy.
But I'm seeing it happen there. Potentially some protests in Pennsylvania or Pittsburgh, in that kind of area. Or at least that's kind of where you're going to see some of it happening. Maybe not to an extent there, but I'm seeing it largely in the Northeast. I'm thinking the Northwest is probably going to calm down for a while.
Mm-hmm.
You may see a little bit more influence, like in more liberal areas in the
Mm-hmm.
Northwest, but I do not see anything to this degree happening in the Northwest, but the Northeast possibly. Although it's hard to say with the Northeast because yes, there is a lot of uh, influence there from the Illuminati, so it's hard to
Yeah.
say. Um, so yes, mostly in the northern larger cities.
Okay. Just in wherever. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's very rare too. Like it's not going to be a common occurrence. for the universities, and then it's gonna calm down for a while.
What about the? This is unrelated to that, but so are we getting more? What's your side on it? We get more fourth dimension energies coming in now, or fifth dimension?
For sure, yeah. Um, I feel like the fourth dimension is coming in a lot. It's a lot more accessible to us now. In a way, humans are very capable of accessing the fourth dimension in a very. We've always been sort of capable of doing that if we wanted to. The fifth dimensional is harder, of course, but
Mm-hmm.
the fourth dimension stuff can lead to the fifth dimension. But yes, there's a lot more fourth dimensional injury here now than there has been in the past.
So the information would be easier to access over time. Like understanding our reality, connecting to aliens, things like that.
And
Slowly.
yeah, slowly. Um,
What about? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
first, the focus is more on the Earth is kind of in a odd spot right now. It's kind of in a turbulent spot.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so of course you have to work on that before you can focus outwards. So it's more about building up a new Earth before
Mm-hmm.
we look at aliens.
Well, it's like you can say like it's wounded. Well, I think it's always been wounded. It's healing its wounds.
Yeah, we're kind of it's kind of reinventing itself. The Earth is going to have to go through a period that shows it is trying to reinvent itself,
Yeah.
or humanity, I should say, not Earth. But, um, even in just portions of if there's the energy is here, if there's a mass momentum of it, that's when you'll see more of the technological boom. You'll see more of the alien connections. It's going to occur, but it won't be in the consciousness, at least for the next. It won't be in a mass consciousness, so to speak. At least not anytime too soon.
But I mean, it feels like more darkness is coming, but not for everybody, but
Right.
for some people that are just already got, they're already have a lot of, they're expecting the worst to happen. America is going to collapse. They're concentrating on dark stuff already, so
Yeah.
it's kind of like it's going to just you get what you ask for. You know what I mean? It's more like that.
Well, part of the needed process is kind of part of going into. Of course, you don't want to be paranoid and
No,
anxious all the time, but you do have to go through the darker.
yeah,
You have to have a dialectic that kind of addresses the problems that we face, and that's part of remaking our society
yeah.
in a way.
There's going
Once
to
you
be a
have
phase
the
of it.
dialectic, once you address the problems, the darkness itself is not always bad. It's just the way that you
No,
address it.
yeah, as if it's like you're always gonna have some darkness, but some just go to the extreme of it and just you know consume themselves. But they don't even realize it. They think they're in the know. Oh, I know what's going on. They don't realize how much darkness they're dealing with there. Oh, it's the Illuminati. It's dark. It's not me.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like they're not realizing it's their own darkness that they're talking about. So anyway, I don't know. That was the easiest to. It just feels like some people are going to go through some massive darkness just because. So, like a third dimensional person with a lot of paranoia. I mean, what do you see? Like, do they go to another version of Earth when they leave, or what is it? Go to lower astral, or what do you think with that?
One moment. as you see them staying around with Earth, when they do, to some I feel like an astral. If they have a harder time on Earth, or they feel like they haven't really connected well, I feel like there's actually a process where they have to connect with her with the they have to reconnect with Earth in a way. Um, it feels like there's a healing process. Um, that they do have to kind of reconnect to the Earth in a way to go through the healing process.
Mm-hmm.
And it can be positive, or it can be kind of painful.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like a relationship with the Earth in a way. That's what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like they might have like an actual talk with the planet in a way.
Hmm.
If that makes sense. That's what I'm seeing.
What about like the Matrix people, the people that are connected to the physical reality? What is it? What do you feel? I mean, I feel like they're always going to be here of a certain amount. We become lesser and lesser of that idea system, but they're always going to be here. Just the numbers will be more people will connect to more of the higher energies over time. Whatever it's your
The Matrix people.
you're the normie. I don't know what you know what I mean.
Yeah. You know what you mean. They're kind of keeping things in check in a way. It's sort of you don't think something too fast.
Mm-hmm.
Um, at least that's the philosophy. So there is some sort of room for having normies on Earth. Um, if you had too many people with disparate ideas, you're going to have more wars and more chaos.
Mm-hmm.
So normies are kind of like a grounding force.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah,
The people of the Earth in a way,
yeah,
but
that yeah.
they're not really ideologically inclined, or spiritually inclined, and necessarily. Or if they are, it's a very simple, grounded approach.
Yeah, they, yeah.
If you didn't have that grounding effect, uh, it would be much more chaotic. So yes, there will always be some normies here.
Whatever. Yeah, the yeah, because they ground the the starseed people that
Yeah.
keep their sanity or whatever that might be. It's like just keep them grounded with the earth so they don't lose their mind. And they're already going crazy. Some of them are, but it keeps
And
it keeps them alive.
the normies they're also sort of a reflection of everyone else if you think about it, because
Yeah.
everyone
Yep.
no one's really different from the normie in a way.
Not really.
So
No.
it's they are a reflection of ourselves as well. Um, everyone's a reflection of each other, but you're always going to be a normie to someone. So
Yeah, the world you always need them. Let's put it that way.
like even if you think like you have the most radical ideas out there, you're always going to be like a normie to someone.
That's true.
You're always going to have something that seems normie-ish to someone.
Yeah.
So it's always it's a relative thing. It's there's people who are into one matrix or into another, or people who think they're out of the matrix that they're still in the matrix. So
Well, yeah, you have to.
but
Yeah.
yeah, it's always just new ideas, accessing new ideas and grounding those ideas. The normies are there to kind of keep us on our toes, to ground those ideas, or to adjust those ideas. You know, normies are not usually deeply interested into orthodoxy, um, especially at a heavily ideological degree. It's always more an immediate. They're more interested in like the immediate applications of an idea.
Yeah, it's
So it kind of keeps things grounded, but also fresh in a way.
Yeah,
You have to adjust things as they are. Keep the ideas living. Keep the ideas changing and moving.
well, you can say. Well, I guess there's. I guess you look at this different ways. There's three types of people in the world. There's those that believe in sports, the work world, the third dimensional world, and you have your conspiracy theory people, government, and then you have your alien people, that. So you wonder if that's going to become a thing where, it's already people that are connected to, starseed energies. They kind of reject a lot of or I don't know if all of them do, but reject the physical reality people. There's a divide there.
I mean, even then, like even within people who are waking up, there is always a sort of impetus to because you're kind of forced to interact with the real world, so to speak, with the world of the concrete, observable things. You're forced to interact with the mundane, kind of the now world. And it's just kind of the fact of life that you're in this two-dimensional existence. So the real kind of challenge is not to try to escape and go to like a pressure valve type of mysticism, but more a way to understand and empathize in a way with the so-called real or mundane world.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of dropping the framework that things are either transcendental or mundane, and kind of considering everything as equal of observation or engagement.
Yeah.
It's dropping the pretense,
Yeah. I don't know.
There's no such thing as hierarchy in the spiritual world, really. I mean,
That's true.
I mean, there is in some
Some extent, yeah, some extent there is.
Like in the fourth dimension, you may have kings and queens in the fourth dimension, but that's just kind of
It's not like here though.
no.
It's a little bit more.
But everyone's equal in the spirit world.
Well, for your do you want to share your view of the astral world? What you see, or to those that
I've done that before.
Done that. I'm gonna do an update.
Sure. So I had said before that I got a striking image of like a battleground, or like a war zone with burning buildings and stone. What am I seeing now? I'm seeing like the dust is settling in a way. It feels like it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not able to see much. I'm actually feeling somewhat sheltered at the moment. Like I'm actually sheltering away. I'm feeling like an astral. Like I'm taking a break or something. Like my astral self has had too much or something.
Well, some people, yeah, their astral is where everything's happening at.
Yeah.
They're James Bond or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
Or having a party.
But actually speaking, it feels like there's a lot going on right now, and it's hard to really read on what's going on.
Yeah, it's always hard. Yeah, it's always a hard. I mean,
but
it's like
particularly now it feels hazy.
I mean, it's like a multi-dimensional.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see other versions of Earth and things like that. You can see timelines.
Yeah.
A little bit more clearly. You don't always know what's going on. You don't always. I mean, on the physical world, you don't always know what's going to happen in the physical, though. It's not 100%.
Right.
Where influences I guess we influence both of each other, so.
Yeah, I'm feeling like what I'm seeing though is kind of like a black dust, but there's light shining through it, like a ship light.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like Pleiadian energy coming through. not coming to it and channeling that, and feeling like
Yeah.
a Pleiadian ship in astral somewhere, and feeling like myself is like surrounded in like a black dust. Like the environment is like black dust in the air. It feels like there's like a lifting up the pressure or a potential lifting up. It's the time is always kind of weird to say that. But it feels like there's a lot of uplifting, a lot of chaos, but it's a positive chaos. Now it's just kind of like a time to reinvent or to reconsider.
But do you think that astral is our reality is kind of like a of the unknown to them too? Like we don't know about them, and they don't really know about us all the time. That makes sense.
I mean, there are some worlds that are kind of they're actually showing like a high school world. So it's like they have a clip of like the clicky Mean Girls high school life, where people are like generally rude to each other,
Is that this
like
place?
judgy. So they're showing me there's worlds like that. So it's kind of like Earth, but
Hmm.
yeah, like some places, but, places that you actually interact with, like the or being to interact with on a common basis. Sometimes they have to be educated on the way humans work or way Earth humans work.
Oh, the
Like,
astral has to be. Yeah.
like astral beings, like then they have to go to school to like, oh, why did this human do this or say that? Like, oh, because this blah 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 blah.
It's too much.
It's kind of like trying to be aware of the situation. So for me, have like a basic awareness that is kind of
Yeah,
learning to empathize with us in a way.
yeah. It's like a dream world to us, and we're a dream world to them.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's not always a dream world. Like it's just they have to
No.
learn to.
Yeah.
'Cause they can see more than we can for sure.
Yeah.
They see more potential. Yeah.
I mean, like when
So they
you.
do kind of learn to empathize with us better in a way, or to understand us better. So we are in a way kind of confounding or
Yeah.
confusing.
Isn't that funny? You think they would have us all figured out, but that's not the case. Well, like when we like some people go to sleep, like I need to sleep for 12 hours, and they go more into astral to. I guess you
Hmm.
go into astral to explain yourself sometimes, and
Yeah, and I do that too. Like there's times where I go to astral to. I don't think it's always natural. Sometimes I just have a dialogue with myself to kind of explain things.
yeah.
Even here, sometimes I can be in a really really bad mood and still like that can affect me.
Well, that that movie Inception,
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio. I feel like some places in astral like that. The a dream within a dream, where the realities are all you're walking on a ceiling or something like that. Whatever it might be, I don't know. Some places seem to be like that.
Possibly, yeah. Different. Some worlds are like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's not always that clear.
I
Some
mean,
places
you
like
can
that.
always think it's something in the totally out there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's really no wrong answer to
And you can see
really.
like a world, like you can see like a planet that's populated with like chickens, like giant chickens or something.
Yep. Oh, I don't
That's
know.
how they exist out there.
That's what I
Um.
feel, yeah, yeah. As I feel, all the planets in our universe are helping. This
Hmm.
planet is so dense. It's so diverse in the other worlds. The other worlds are helping us. They get involved with us because we're so different than everybody. You know. I don't know.
And then it's so much drama here, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. The drama, the mean world, the mean girls world.
I mean, yeah, it can get kind of cutthroat. I mean, yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
things aren't always cut out here the way they should be, but that's just by design, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
That's kind of the way what's going on now. I feel the information is coming out here. Just try to recreate the world and make it a fairer place in a way.
Yeah.
A fairer society.
Okay. All right, you want to wrap it up or anything else before we get going?
Um, I thought there was one more thing that we had to talk about, but let me just check.
I don't think so. Let me answer that.
One moment. And then hold on. A lot of information comes from outside of our solar system, comes to other planets before it comes to us. So sometimes other planets can act as a transmitter to Earth. Uh,
Yeah.
Saturn, especially Neptune, Saturn, and Jupiter, they kind of act as transmitters and receivers. Um, you think of Saturn's rings, it kind of operates as a satellite kind of way. Think about it. But yeah, a lot of the information that comes to us, especially from the distant galaxies or different star systems or realities, they come from outer space that kind of comes to other planets, and from there it kind of is transmitted once again. So the planets kind of help us uh, by filtering and translating information. So you may have some society, alien society, that's assisting us, but it's assisting us in a way that they understand that we don't understand, but it's being translated by through these planets. So the planets kind of act as a translating system as well. If that makes sense.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. Yeah.
It makes some of the otherwise unavailable information more available to us.
Yeah, it makes sense. All right. Do you want me to give you a message or a
Sure.
connection? um, Anunnaki. I see that you're involved with their DNA. Like you brought infusions for them. Some of them, I do see some of them like all dressed up, like in fancy clothing and things like that. Some of them, their skin is like really white,
Mm-hmm.
meaning like they kind of bleach themselves too much or something like that. Some of them. But you're kind of like a not a hairdresser, but not in the art sense, but one that yeah, well, even as a gray, yeah, you show up as a help them find DNA to help them rejuvenate themselves, like going on a scavenger hunt or something like that.
That sounds
And
about right. Yeah, for that.
seems to be yeah, it's like their DNA is kind of like it's like that's calculated. Like it's connected to a computer or something like that, or a crystal,
Hmm.
something like that. But they're always some of them are always rejuvenating themselves. Like people get plastic surgery all the time, and they kind of go overboard. So it just seems like yeah, like it's like an aristocratic Anunnaki beings I see are connected to. They just
Hmm.
kind of I don't know, they bleach themselves, something like that. Well, what I see is like a female lady, young, in a yellow dress, but it's Anunnaki though. I would say it's part of the elite, but it's on another planet.
Hmm.
But they're not one that's vicious though. Um, More
That's kind of
neutral.
neutral. Yeah.
Yeah, so like a neutral zone.
Hmm.
Um, Now you're not always a gray, but um, yeah, you're like a scientist. Where they show like one of those like an unusual scientist of unusualness, something like
Mm-hmm.
that. I even show, like I have a case of bizarre, things that no one's ever seen before, stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Like here, let me inject you with this. Like what the fuck are you doing? Oh, you're fine. Something like that. I don't think there's anything to compare it to here. What?
Mad scientist.
Something like that, but not kind of like Doc Brown and Back to the Future, but not like that. I see like short. Yeah, there's nothing. I don't think there's anything I can. Yeah, anyway, yeah, just that's what they're showing. Like I'm on guard, but not
Yeah.
I'm on guard the way we describe it as.
Alternative kind of.
Yeah, just alternative. Yeah, yeah, somewhere that's like they have talking ducks, just weird shit. Just
I can see that. Yeah.
well, like I don't know if you saw a commercial where they had like the tiny giraffe. Like I don't know if that's even a real thing.
Huh.
But anyway, something like that. Either way, it's. Well, I feel like the Anunnaki's trying to heal. Yeah, I've been channeling them for a while recently.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to show their better side. Let's put it that way.
Was I the yellow dressed lady at the scientist?
Well, you are the scientist there. Yeah.
Interesting.
I see. Yeah, a girl. I would say like she's in her teens too. But her skin got bleached or something like that. Maybe she's older, but I see. Like, well, they can be 1,000 years old and be 16.
Yeah.
Something like that. So they're warning. That's all I got for that. That was different. I could see the image in my mind. I can't find it online, but anyway.
It's cool.
All right, interesting. So let you see what you get on that.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Thanks a lot. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everyone. All right. Thank you.
Take care, y'all.
All right. Good night. Take care.